Hope everyone is well. Just checking out my graphics, making sure I have everything. I don't think I do, but it's okay. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing very well. I've had a very busy day, so I've just kind of been running around the place, driving here, driving there, driving everywhere, work, 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 little meetings. So yeah, battery is an issue today. Very little battery, I'm afraid. So we may have to switch over to power charge at some point and charge her up. But I hope everyone's well. As I said, I had a busy day, busy day. But I think I have a really, really interesting quiz for everybody today. I think I think it's going to be really interesting. It's all about personal hygiene, skin, um, things you get done to your body, personal things. So it's really applicable to everybody. If you like advanced English, this is the place to be. I'm going to be testing your skills today, and make sure and let me know if this is your first time watching, where you're watching from. We're going to have graphics up on the screen, lots and lots. I've made loads of graphics for you today. So make sure and jump on. I have my desktop open. I'm ready to go. We're short on battery today, but we're just going to fly through it and get it all done today. So if this is your first time with the channel, make sure to subscribe, click the bell to get notifications when I come live. I'm live a couple of times a week, well, 5, 6 times a week. So yeah, we'll wait for a few people to jump on. I have my tea as always, and I'm ready to start the quiz when we get a few more people. I see I have a few people on, so jump in and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first time, my name is Jer. That's my name there, and I'm from Ireland. So I'm going to just test and see what the brightness. Sometimes this brightness makes me look orange. Yeah, it's kind of making me look a bit orange. So we'll leave that off. I hope that's bright enough for everybody. So yeah, how's your day going? Let me know. And we're going to get the quiz started in just a few moments. Lots of, I'd say kind of intermediate words, building up to a little bit more advanced. So if you're looking for a challenge today, yeah, this is the right place. And we'll get going as soon as we have a few more people on the live. So let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Dublin, and it's unseasonably warm here in Dublin at the minute. I didn't wear a coat today, which is very unusual for November in Dublin. It's very, very warm. I kind of woke up feeling unseasonably warm and hot and sweaty. And yeah, so weather's nice, but I kind of miss the cold. I missed a little bit of cold in Dublin. I like it when it's a little bit colder, a little bit grey. It's what we're used to here. I'm not used to the sun in Dublin at all. Can't cope with it. As you can see from my skin, I sunburn very easily. That's one of the words in our quiz later, so that's a little bit of a sneak peek. So, and if you're wondering about my eye, um, it's still a little bit infected. It's the ongoing saga of my eye. But yeah, and this something I like about my eye might be in the quiz today. So we have some people jumping on. Paolo, hello to you. Thanks very much for joining me. The first one to say hello. Hi Ritu, hello. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me again, my friend. And I hope you're ready for a good quiz today. We're going to have lots of fun, lots of unusual vocabulary. It's me, so I have to throw in some weird things that we can get chatting about. Long Kong Ban, hello to you. Thanks so much for joining. Let me know if you're new, where you're watching from. If this is your first time, I'm Jer and I'm from Dublin in Ireland. So, Ritu, you are ready for the quiz. Okay, well, let's get going. And Long Kong Ban, I am in Dublin in Ireland. Oh, I nearly knocked over the microphone, the camera. In Ireland, the fair country of Ireland. Okay, thank you for the like. Yeah, if you're jumping on, make sure to like. I'm gonna like the video too, and yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and I do daily quizzes here on vocabulary. So yeah, thank you very much, Long Kong Ban. Are we ready for a quiz? So today we're mixing it up. Yesterday we did really fun subject all about art. and we went into different places and different things on Earth. So I really enjoyed it and explaining lots of kind of very everyday things that English speaking people will know. So, what do you work at? I work at this. This is my job. And I do social media and marketing, and I work for product. Develop products and brands. I'm going to show you one of my brand new products later. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to show you a little bit of my world. So, yeah. So, the subject for today's quiz is personal hygiene, skin, things we do to our skin, to our hair, and things like that, which I think is really interesting because, no matter if you're just interested in beginner English, intermediate, medical English, whatever, these are things that everybody in English speaking world knows. And there's some differences between American and British English, which we'll go through today. So hang on, we're going to start the quiz. I'm going to get my graphics up and we will get going. So lots of fun stuff. I'm looking back at my art stuff from yesterday. It was really, really a great quiz. Okay, so we're going to start with, let me have a look and see what we're going to start because I have so many slides here and I see some stuff coming into the, am I married? No. Heavens, no. Okay. So we're going to start with some skin stuff, okay? This is kind of intermediate English. So let's just start with this. What would we call this on the skin? What would you call this? Let's have a look at some of the chats. Ivona Bozic, hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Great Galaxy. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for joining. Why am I not married? Oh, haven't met the right person yet. Great Galaxy, we are just starting. This is the very first slide. So I have some people saying a rash, World in Palm official. Hello to you. Thank you for joining. So it's not a rash. I'm going to give you a little clue. So just say by accident, I had something like this, and I got one of these here. What would I call this in English? What would I call it? Just generally, we don't need to have, there is a medical term. If you know the medical term, jump in and say. Okay, so it's not a rash. Emma Tumpf from Paolo, I know what you mean. You're very close. Kartik Kumar, hey, 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 hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming back. Kartik, Rishu, Ivona, World in Palm are all saying, you're all saying bruise. And this is what I would say. Yes, it is a bruise. You get that a lot. Kartik Kumar, I hope you don't get many of these. A bruise, yes, likely a bruise. It is indeed a bruise, Great Galaxy. The medical term for it is a hematoma. That's what you would hear a doctor call it, a hematoma. But this is a bruise and it can change colors, can't it? It can be brown, black, blue, purple, yellow, green. And as it fades away, it kind of goes through different colors. So, yeah, we have a bruise. That's the first word of the day. Well done, everybody. That's fantastic. Let me just clear my screen. So, yeah, very good. Let's have a look at our next one, shall we? Now, was that hard? Did you find that difficult? Because we're going to do some easy stuff or we're going to do some difficult stuff. Because I really want to go through. These are things that maybe you mightn't hear from your teacher. Okay. We're doing skin stuff, personal body stuff today. Okay. So, what is this? Okay. What would we call this hole in the body? And you can get them in your ears, you can get them in your tongue. This person has them in their nose. You can get them here. You can get them anywhere. People get them everywhere now, all over their body. But what would we call this in English? Hello, Aurora. Hello to you. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm looking forward to lots of emojis from Aurora. I'm feeling much better. My eye is still a little bit yucky, but I'm much, much better. Okay. Not that hard. Oh, that's good, Kartik Kumar. I hope you're not getting hurt. I wouldn't want anything happening to my lovely followers. So, World and Palm, you're in with piercing, as is Rishu, Ivona, a nose ring, a nose pin. Yes, this is what the thing is, isn't it? Is a nose ring. Yes, very good. Can you set this up, this woman and me? Kartik Kumar, we're here for English, not dating, I'm afraid. And yes, it's piercing, Yuri McPiercing as well. Paolo, a piercing. Aurora, a piercing. And Fazanur, hello and welcome back to you, Fazanur. This is a nose ring, a nose piercing. Take care. You are working really hard. Thank you, Aurora. Yeah, I take it easy. I was busy today. I really was. What happened to my eye? Well, I'm not going to say the word because I actually have it in the quiz later. We're going to do some kind of skin problems. So I just have a little infection in my eyelid. It doesn't look it looked better yesterday. It looks kind of today. So I'm sorry I'm not 100% visually, but I'm 100% mentally. Are you 100% mentally? Because we are doing good quiz today. Okay, let's keep going. And we had a word earlier. Some people guessed this for the bruise, but what is this? And if you're like me, I get these a lot on my fair Irish skin. Do you suffer with this? And what different types of can we have of this? Thank you very much, Kartik. Thank you. Leo Vico, hello to you. Great name. Love the name. So we have backache. So it might be painful, but I'm talking about the red part of the skin there. Sunburn. You might be a little bit early with sunburn, Siraj, but good guess. It does look a little bit like sunburn. Ivona, Kartik, and Paolo are in with you're saying rashes. So I would just say a rash, a singular. We just say rash, especially when it's in one big area. If you had, maybe a rash here and a rash down here, you might say, oh, I have a few rashes on my body. But we would generally say the singular rash instead of rashes. And yes, this can be allergy, definitely, Paolo. It can be from allergy. I have like eczema, psoriasis, that kind of thing. I kind of suffer with it. It's a bit of an autoimmune disease. So yeah, you can have these kind of things. Maybe you ate something bad, you're allergic to. Someone said allergic earlier. Paolo, you said allergy. Yeah, if you're allergic to something, this might happen. But generally, we would say a rash. Why so common in Ireland? I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to, like, when I was younger, as a kid, and we'd be playing in the grass, and if I rolled around in the grass, I would get rashes, really bad rashes and hives. Sometimes I just have very strange reactions. Um, Oh, one class carrier, thank you for asking. And I don't know. We have some rude people in the chat today that are being held up. These are symptoms of liver issues. Yeah, but yeah, maybe I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speculate. But even thinking about it, I get itchy. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so okay, so, what is going on here? What is this context? Do you think I need one? I don't think I would get one. I don't think, I don't know. But what is happening here? What is this kind of self care that some men and some women do when they're losing their hair? What is this process? Kind of famously, Turkey is the place to go for something like this. This is the Turkey, the country. But what is happening here? What do we call this situation that this person is happening? So yes, baldness. So he has baldness, and now he's fixing it, isn't he, Rishu? Good guess. A headache. He probably will have a headache after the surgery. Good guess, Aurora. And Siraj Panda, you're in with hair transplant. Yes, Ivana Bozic, hair loss. And that's exactly what's happening. Baldness, hair loss. I see the resemblance. Yeah, if I do this, it's like my twin. Hair transplantation. Yeah, from Great Galaxy, or hair transplant. But definitely we could say a hair transplantation is happening. Vedi Veni Vici. Oh, we have Gun Haziz is giving us some Latin there. Hair fall. We wouldn't say hair fall. His hair is falling out, we would say, or he's losing his hair. Hair loss or baldness. He's going bald. Turkish hairlines, very, very good. Barack 003. I like that a lot. Turkish hairlines. And we say, you come back with one turkey tooth. But no disrespect to anybody. Hair loss, yes. Alopecia from Great Galaxy, that's a great word. Yeah, he could have, maybe this is more natural, I think, hair loss. Alopecia, you can get anywhere. You can get it, I mean, I could get it here on my face, or you can get it really anywhere on your body. He's lost his hair, so he needs a transplanting of follicles. Yeah. Some Leighton, bro, come on. Do you say hair loss or hair loss? I think it's hair loss as in two words. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, it's two words. Two words for hair loss. Um, so, hello. Hi, Magda. Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming back. Hair fall is common, but hair loss isn't. We wouldn't say hair fall. Hair fall is not a word that we would ever say. I don't even think it really is a word. Your hair is falling out or you're losing your hair. Vici, I came, I see, I conquer. Yeah, that rang a bell from Ancient Studies, Great Galaxy. Thank you. Um, Alopecia areata, perhaps. I don't think maybe that's Latin or Italian, maybe Paolo, but that's not the English I would know. Okay, Gunaz is thanking Great Galaxy, and Scorpion Don't 2464, welcome, welcome. So, yes, a hair transplant. I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy. I know I'm losing it, but I think I'm happy with my hair loss. So, Great Galaxy, yes, it's Latin. It did ring a bell from my ancient Greek and ancient Roman studies. So, I was justifying you, sir. I also saying it's hair loss. Great. Thank you very much. Let's move on to our next one. Okay, so we're staying in the subject of hair. Okay, so this is, oh, guys, we are losing battery fast today. This is a common condition. It's dry, flaky skin, but what do we call this condition? We have a common word for this. And Suraj Pandey, you're in with the answer. So is Rishu. Great Galaxy, this is the scalp. Yeah, this is the area on the head called the scalp. Rishu, Aurora, and Great Galaxy, you're also in with dandruff. Yes, so when we have these dry, flaky skin, that maybe comes onto our shoulders and is in our hair, we call it dandruff. Okay? Great, let's move on. We're, we're going quick today. We're battery issues today. Okay, so do you like to use one of these? What are these called? These are for your feet. Your feet go in here. You fill it up with water. But what would we call this? Is it a bucket, a basin, a bath? What is this? What would we call it in English? A pedicure, yeah, it would be part of having a pedicure, wouldn't it? Mostly, Aurora, you're saying dandruff mostly in the winter. Okay, okay. I don't have that problem, I'm afraid. So we saying a pedicure, yeah, definitely. But I want to know, what would we call this piece of equipment here? What would you call it in English? What do you think it might be called? No idea. Guru, pedicure kit or tool, a pedicure, a leg care. Well, the answer might surprise you. Does anybody want to take a guess what we call this in England? So it's for a pedicure. Lots of people are saying correctly that it's for pedicure, foot care, leg care, pedicure kit or tool. Yes, but what do we call? We have a specific word for it in English. Does anybody want to have a guess? Okay, nobody. So we call it a foot bath. It's quite simple, really. For aqua pressure, yeah. Sometimes they're electronic and they have massage elements in them, don't they? So it's a foot bath. Very simple. Yeah, sometimes it's the most simplest thing, isn't it? A foot bath or a foot spa. Yeah, Suraj, very good. Yeah, if it has those elements of like massage and maybe a little jacuzzi, a little bit of water bubbles and things, definitely a foot spa. Very good. Great. Yeah, so a foot spa, part of a pedicure. A bath, a foot bath. Oh, let me see, what am I doing? Oh, 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 oh. Sorry. Things have jumped all over the place. Okay, a foot bath. There we go. A foot bath, not path, foot bath. Okay, great. Let's keep going. Has anyone ever used a foot bath? I have. They're very nice. A foot bath. Yes, Aurora. So, what is this white stuff that this guy is putting on his face? What do we call it in English? What do you think it's called? Let's have a look, some tea. Why is this number one coming up next to my name? It just means that, Siraj, that means that you've just commented the most. That's all so far. So he's shaving his beard, shaving foam, shaving cream, yes. Foam for shaving foam. Bright breeze, or you're close there. Shaving cream, yeah, from Siraj. Ivona shaving cream. And I would call this shaving foam. A shaving cream is also, perfect, but it's probably more likely where I live in Ireland to be called shaving foam. Foam is what we call this kind of white stuff, and it's fluffy, puffy, liquidy stuff. Foam, like bubbly, it's full of bubbles. So shaving cream, yes, but more commonly, definitely in Britain and Ireland, would be shaving foam. Okay, foam is definitely, when you spray it and it kind of grows a little bit like that, that's foam. That's what we would call that substance, a shaving foam. Okay, let's keep going. And next up, a very easy one. I'm sure everyone's going to jump in with this one. Gillette, yeah, Gillette would be a brand of shaving foam, and they do razors and things like that. Whipping, yeah, it looks like whipping cream, all right. So, what do we call this implement? And I expect everyone to jump in. What is it called? Let me know in the chat. So, what is it called? Let me see. So we have Rishu, Aurora, Ivona in with hair dryer. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't need one. Fazaz Noor, you're in with hair dryer as well. Yeah, perfect, of course. And of course, these are getting smaller. There's a famous one now that is very small and very round. And I don't know. I don't need one, and I don't need one. I never have to think about them. Looks like a public announcement system as well. Yeah, that would be a megaphone. That's what you're thinking about. That thing where we shout into and make an announcement is a megaphone. So it does look a little bit like that. So yeah, I know, poor me, no hair, but I'm happy. It makes my life very easy. Okay, so you use these with your nails, helps make them, rounded, more even, maybe sharp. What do we call these? Okay, so we have Roar's in with nail filler. Then we have Siraj with file. Risha's in with filers. What's the correct one, huh? We have a few little variations there. A nail filer. Mukhtar Hussain Shah, hello to you. You're very welcome to the channel. Make sure and join the quiz. So I'm thinking about what I would call this. Um, hey Mukhtar, hello to you. Thanks for saying hi. So what would I call this in English? Filer, a filler, a file, a nail filler. I would call this a nail file. Nail file. And Suraj Panda, you're just in with the same one there. A nail file. Or simply just a file. There are obviously like ones that we use for wood, in different circumstances. But this one is a nail file or just a file. Okay, and you can get them. These are not disposable. You can get those ones which are like brown, different colors, and they're disposable ones. These are more like metal, more hardcore ones. So great. Let's keep going. So what's this? What is the name of this? I'm looking for one particular word. Jump into the chat and let me know if you know the answer in English. What is this word in English? Jump on and let me know. There's a few variations. Sometimes they're used together, sometimes singly. A steel scale. You're very close. Steel is definitely what they're used. So they're used for they're usually in another thing, and we use them. If I wanted to remove my beard, I would use one of these. It does look like a hinge, Siraj. I will give you that. A scalpel, Razor. Paolo's in with razor. Hello, Ebru. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I would call this a blade. That's really what I would call it, is a blade. Okay? And it goes into a razor. It's a razor blade. Yes, Ebru is in with razor blade. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. So the thing itself is is a blade. On its own, sitting on the table, it's a blade and it fits into your razor. So we could call it a razor blade, really, or a blade, yeah. In Dunil, Priyanka, hello to you. It doesn't look like, I'm sorry, Aurora. It does look like a hinge, so that's on me. Apologies. Okay, I'll try and be better. Okay, so what's going on here? Give me some words for what you think is going on with this guy. This happens to me quite regularly on a sunny day, I'm afraid, but some good deodorant sorts you out. We need to cut the beard, not the neck. Exactly. Okay, so we have some good words coming in. What is going on in this picture? So Ritu, that is a beautiful word. Ebru is also in, and Aurora is in. Ivona, hello. Thank you again for popping back into the chat, which you've sweating. So we have perspiration from Rishu, which is more of a formal word, really. We would maybe say that I have some perspiration, or I'm perspiring. That's the verb, or perspire, but you would say I'm perspiring. Sweating, yes, to sweat. That is also what it is. So well done to everybody who said that. And if we had a smell, if something was not smelling good from this person, what do we call the smell? Do we have a particular word? We can say he's smelly, but do we have a particular word for the smell that comes from this situation? Perspiration means sweating. Yes, it's more fancy term for sweating. Sticky, odor. Stain. Yeah, well, these are all, of course, this might be a sticky situation. The word I'm looking for is body odor. That's what we call it. We call it body odor. So yes, Riju, odor. And yes, this is a stain, a wet stain. Well done, Paolo. Stinky. Yeah, stinky is a cute word. I wouldn't want to be called stinky, but it is quite cute. A stain for perspiration. Yeah. So the word I was looking for the smell is body odor. Okay, and we shorten that in English to bo. We would say, oh, she has a smell of bo. Just say you had a colleague and there was a constant bad smell. You would say there's a smell of bo. Yeah, body odor, or we say bo. We don't say bo, we say bo. So, an acronym. What is happening to my internet connection? Oh, I hope it's okay. Is everyone having internet issues? I hope I'm not lagging. So, this is something that I need every summer. What is the name of this? What would I call this in English? Jump into the chat and let me know. So, Rita, you're not having any problems. That's good to hear, and you're also very quick in with the answer. Lots of correct answers jumping into the chat. So we have Rishu, Aurora, Ivona, Kartik, Ebru is in with great class. More than that. Thank you so much, Paolo. SPF, yeah, SPF 30,000. Yeah, so sunscreen is the correct answer. You were all correct. Well done. Or Aurora, you've also said SPF. Sometimes that's what people call it, SPF, just for short. But sunscreen, sun cream, maybe sometimes, sun protection, SPF, all of that. Very well done. Something I need an awful lot of. Okay, so we're going back to beauty, okay? And in beauty, when we talk about the skin on the face, there's usually this area here, and you can see it marked on the lady. What is that called? Do we have a specific name for this region on the face? When we're talking about skin, maybe you have oily skin in this region, or you have dry skin in this region. What are we talking about here? This affects men and women. Does anybody know? So it's bad for coral reefs. Oh, I didn't know that, Kartik. So Kartik, yeah, so this is the forehead region. Specifically, this area is your forehead. And then we have Ebru and Rishu in with T-zone, and that's what we call this. This is a commonly known thing in English language. The T-zone, which is this area of skin and your nose, okay? So for me, personally, my T-zone, I have greasy skin. I have very greasy nose, a very greasy skin here, and maybe a little bit dry here, but definitely greasy here. So some people say I have a dry T-zone or I have a greasy T-zone. So that's what that would when we call that area of skin. But we only talk about the T-zone when we are talking about beauty or skin or in the context of skincare. T-zone, sinus. So sinuses are inside, aren't they? Kartik. So sinuses are what we talk about when we have maybe the flu or we have cold or an infection, behind our nose. Mixed types, yeah. So Ebru is pointing out as well. So you can have a mix in your T-zone. You can have greasy or dry or greasy here, dry. You can have a mix. But this area particularly is called the T-zone. More oily and less drier. Yeah, I'm a little bit of I have a dry patch here, and then I'm greasy, greasy, greasy. Yeah, I'm a mess. Okay, so battery's at 7%, guys. Okay, I'm panicking slightly. Okay, so right, this is an interesting one. I'm just kind of interested to see. So this man does not have a beard. This is not a beard. What do we call the hair when it's just starting to grow? Do you know the answer? I heard we should not disturb pimples in the T-zone that would badly affect nerves flowing. Yeah, they say really you shouldn't really touch pimples, really. This is for facial care. Yeah, we're doing facial care, all that kind of thing. So, Kartik, you're in with a great answer. So, like, my question is, what do we call this hair when it's newly grown? It's very short. Maybe in a day. Some guys might get this in a day, maybe in half a day. But what is this? So, Ivona, you're going to find out what it is. Okay, so Kartik, you are in with the correct answer. And Ebru, you're in with the answer as well. The answer is stubble. We call this hair stubble, okay, when it's very short. So if a woman shaves her legs and she has this short hair on her legs, we would also call it stubble. So any very short hair that's been grown from being cut is called stubble. Can't see you. Can anybody see me? Hello? Krunal? Hi, Krunal. Can you see me? Guys, can you see me? Hello? Live is stuck. I'm not getting any video. Can you hear me? No? Oh, what's happening? Paolo, you can see me. Thank you, Paolo. Okay, let me just plug in I'm going to plug back into. Am I losing everybody? Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just plugging in the battery. So we're charging for a little bit. I can hear you and see you. Thank you, Paolo. Isn't this the 5 o'clock shadow? Yes, Cornell. This is another great term that we have for this. So this is stubble. Another kind of word that we use, or another phrase that we use for this, is a 5 o'clock shadow. So why do we call it a 5 o'clock shadow? Okay, it's only me. Can you? Maybe I don't know. Maybe we're having connection issues, sir. I am unable to see the live going. So some people can't see me, can see me, but some can't. My father's watching live, so I'm just going to check with my father and see if he can see me. One moment. Dad, can you see me? No. Okay. Grand, thank you. So, my father can see me on the live. I don't have audio and visual of the live. Oh, I don't know what's happening, everybody. My father can see me on live downstairs. Don't know what is happening.
Apologies to all experiencing issues. Okay. Okay, I hope it's back for everyone. Sorry if the sound is not good, but my battery is really low, so I can see and hear. Okay, I think we're back. Both visuals and audio work for me, so it should be other users' network issues. Yeah, I think there might be a bit of a YouTube issue, but hopefully we're back. Just the audio isn't great due to charging interference. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, let me just see what the battery's at. Okay. We're at 12. I'll just charge it for another 5 minutes and then we'll go back to these. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. My eye is still a little bit infected, but it's getting much better. So thank you. So I'm going to talk much louder and closer. Just let me know what's working. Apologies for that. Okay. So let's keep going and let's jump onto this. What do we call this? We use it for our nails and for our toenails. What do we call this implement that's used? If you're just joining, we are doing kind of personal grooming, we're doing skin stuff today, all nice things. Okay, so a good few answers in already. I'm not able to see you, so I leave today. Rishu, I'm so sorry. I hope you can catch up later. We're 36 minutes in, so if you want to jump in later and watch back later, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rishu, but thank you so much for joining. Okay, have a good day, Ritu. Sorry you can't see. Okay, so we had Crunell in first and Sarah in with nail clippers, and we would call them clippers. Nail cutter, yes, that's acceptable. I think that I would take that one too. Nail clipper, nail cutter, yeah, Paolo. Ebrew, nail clippers with a nail file. Yes, we could say that. So yeah, nail clippers, I would say, or nail cutter. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Yeah. Essential. Karan Kumar, hello to you. Welcome back to the channel. We're having some technical difficulties. As usual, we lost some people because they couldn't see audio or visuals, I think. So we've lost a few people. Thank you all for the hearts. I do see them. And we are charging the phone for a few minutes and then we're back on good audio. So I hope the audio isn't too bad. And Mukhtar Hussain, you're in with nail cutter. So yeah, well done. This cuts our nails and yeah, easy peasy. Let's jump on to our next one. So we had this word, someone mentioned this word earlier. What is this? Okay. So sometimes I get them, some people pop them or squeeze them. What is the word for this? There's maybe one or two words or three words I can think of for what we call this. So let's see what people are saying. Krunal, you're very quick, Krunal. Ivona, Karan, Aurora. Yeah, very good. You deserve all the support for working hard. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. I do work very hard. I really do try. A bump. Now, you could say a bump, but we do have better words for it, okay? We definitely do have better words for this. Yeah, I hate them too. And this, what I have, looks like a pimple. And yes, you are all correct. A pimple. Krunal, Ivona, Karan, Aurora, Fazanur, Sarah, and Ano07 Rack are in with pimple. Another word we might say is a spot. I have a spot. I have a spot on my cheek, or I have a spot on my head. An American might call it a zit, Z-I-T, a zit. But pimple, a spot, very good. Perfect. Let's keep going and see what we have next. Spotless skin. Oh, I wish. I don't know what this is. Okay, so what's this product that's going into the hair? There might be a few different regional variations on it. Maybe there's some French. Pimple, leave a black spot. Yeah, you can get a scar from a pimple, can't you? So we have a couple of answers, and this is quite a simple one. It's something that goes in your hair. It's a So let's have a look and see what people are saying. Remember, some of them are going to be really easy. Some of them are going to be a little bit more tough today. So we have Krunal, Karan Kumar, Ivona, Aurora. in with hairspray. And Sarah, it definitely could be a dry shampoo. It definitely could be. You're 100% right. But the word I was looking for was hairspray. And Anno07 Rack, you have dye. Now you're a little bit early with dye. I know what you're thinking, but that's coming up very soon. I suppose we could have some hair dye, couldn't it? This could be a white hair dye that she's spraying. But I would say hairspray definitely would be my number one. And then Emilia Contreras, 5474, you're saying dry shampoo. So I'm going to accept dry shampoo. It could definitely be a dry shampoo. Sir, do you have any solution for scar? I have entered adulthood and it's troubling me so much. I think vitamin C is essential when you're healing a scar. Don't worry though, um, scars do go away after, in all types of scars, emotional and physical scars go away eventually. Dry shampoo in the form of hairspray. Yes, exactly, Ebru. I used to use hairspray. It gives strong, but at the time it made damage hair. Yeah, I suppose it's probably better to keep everything natural, isn't it? Okay, let's keep going and let's see what this one is. Everyone's worst nightmare. What do we call this situation? So this isn't dandruff. This is, worst case scenario. What do we call this situation when this happens? What are these horrible things? I don't have this problem, thankfully. What do we call this situation? Would mosquito repellent have made you chuckle, mate? It would. Okay, so you're all very, very well done. Very quick in. Okay, so we have Ebru, we have Cornell, Sarah. Cornell's coming back in. I've Ivona, Aurora, Karan. I love the emoji. Emilia Contreras. And you've all said lice or hair lice, and this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It reminds me of my childhood after swimming pool season. Oh, yeah, nightmare situation. I never had hair lice. Thank God I never had them. They don't exist only in your head. Oh, they do exist. I can see you now, Jer. Oh, great, Rishu. Thank you so much. Yay. Thanks for coming back. So, Rishu, we're talking about lice, hair lice, head lice. Head lice, we would say, probably before we say yeah, we would say head lice before we'd say hair lice. Hair lice is perfectly acceptable, but I would go with head lice it's a parasite. Yes, a horrible one. A horrible one. Ooh, itchy, crawling around your head. But, a fact of life, it can happen to anybody. Thankfully, I'm immune to they have nothing for me. Okay, so this one, what's this called? What's this called? I want to see if the guys know it. I know, sure, a lot of the female participants will know. By the way, singular is louse. Exactly, Ebru. Well done. A louse is the singular. It's like mouse and mice. So we have louse and lice. There we go. There's a rhyme for you. So let's have a look and see. A hair tie. This is perfectly acceptable. It is a type of hair tie. This style, made popular in the 80s, is a scrunchie, isn't it? It's very kind of iconic. A scrunchie. So we have Anno07 Rack, scrunchie, Sarah, Rishu, Aurora, Ivona in with scrunchie. Yeah, well done, a scrunchie. Fazan Noor. I have a feeling that maybe a lot of you are, I'm not judging gender, but a lot of you might be the more female participants in the chat today. So, yes, this is a scrunchie, and I'm sure I've seen the odd football player, wear it. So, earlier we had pimple. What is this? There's a few of them here. What do we call this on your skin? Let me check my. Oh, the battery is really not doing very well. Okay. Oh God, I wasn't expecting all those answers so quickly. They are back in fashion. Are they really the scrunchie? I'll never have any use for them, I'm afraid. So, Ebru, Ritu, Cornell, Sai, hi Sai, Ivona, Aurora, Government of Wakanda. Oh, Wakanda forever. A Fazanor, a blackhead, a pimp. Oh, we had pimple a few minutes ago. I think that's what you mean. A pimp is something very different. And yes, this is a blackhead. I usually get them here, blackheads. Blackhead I would say it is 2 words. Let's have a look and see. It is 1 word. Blackhead is 1 word. Blackhead, all 1 word. Let's have a look and see. Mine is not charging. Okay. My brother, I want to invite you to Islam. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Now, we're here to do English. We're not here to talk about religion or politics, but thank you very much for your message. I really appreciate it. Okay, so next up. So we had blackheads, but what are the little holes in your skin that the blackheads go into? Where does the blackhead come? Oh, very good, Kunal. Anyone else want to jump in? Rishu's in, Sarah's in, Kunal is in, Rishu. Oh, very good. Karan Kumar. Yes, pore or pores. Skin pore. Yeah, there are pores on your skin. Ebru's in as well. Yeah, we have pores. I have really big pores, really huge ones. You could park a car in my pores. But I try to keep them clean so I don't get any blackheads. And thankfully, it works pretty well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Okay. There we go. Great. Okay. Let's keep going. So, what exactly is this? This piece of hair that we grow down the cheek, typically seen on men. What do we call this piece of hair as it grows down? So a zit, Krunal, I see that a zit would be more like a pimple. Okay. Oh, sorry, my chat is like really far behind. Okay, a car head, mutton chops. Yes, mutton chops would be a word for it. I wasn't expecting anyone to know the term mutton chops, but these are commonly known as sideburns. Ebru, I did kick him out. Thank you. Park a car. Yeah, you could park a car in mine. Ebru, I did kick him out. Okay, so sideburns, Sai, Sarah, Ebru. No idea. That's okay. It's lamb chops. Lamb chops or mutton chops? Oh, I'm confused now. I can't remember what the slang is, but yeah, side whiskers. I like that one too. I would call them just sideburns. So my sideburns are here, and then they go into a beard. So yeah, well done. Is it singular or sideburn? 1, sideburns 2. Is that Sacha Baron Cohen? I don't think so. I don't know who it is. I think he's just like a general handsome man, But good for him. He's got fine lamb chops or mutton chops. I don't know which one it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Okay, so everyone gets these, no matter who you are. What are these called? Now it's 2 words. What are these called? Let's have a look and see. Why is it called sideburns? I don't know. I don't know why it's called a sideburns. A side whisker, maybe? Side whiskers. There's more than one. So, what are these called? We have Krunal, Sarah, Rishu, Ebru, and Sai. You're all in with the correct answer. Skin craters? Maybe if you want to be cruel. Karan Kumar, yeah. Aurora. Stretch marks, yeah. Something that everyone gets. Men, women, most people get them at some point in their lives. So a bit of a change in skin happens during pregnancy for women. So yeah, a part of the story of your skin, isn't it? So nothing wrong with a few stretch marks. Okay, so let's move on. So what are these lines called? What are these lines called in the skin? What do you call them? You need to keep your skin moisturized, definitely. Definitely. Very important. Now, have some tea while I'm waiting I can see answers populating the chat already. Sorry, I had to swallow. Okay. Kunal, Sarah, Aurora, Sai, Karan, and Government of Wakanda. Ritu, yeah, these are wrinkles, or one is called a wrinkle, and plural we have wrinkles. So when you get older, a natural, lovely part of aging. Maybe some people hate it, some people like it. I'm getting a Klingon forehead. These are wrinkles, okay? Hi, I want to learn English. Miss El Gu, you are in the right place. We're doing vocabulary. Crow's feet. Yeah, so these ones we call these ones crow's feet. These ones are called, you can really see my horrible spot. Crow's feet. That's what we call those ones, which is quite nice, I think. Maybe not. Depends on what you think about getting older. Nasobial labial folds is more scientific. Wowie, bro. I did not know that, and I would not have a clue. So that is beautiful scientific English. Congratulations. You have won the chat today. You are getting um, a brainy emoji. That's your prize. Okay. Let's see if Ebru knows the answer to this one. What are these things called in your legs? Usually you get them in your legs from standing. I have one or two from standing in retail forever. Well done, Ebru. Shingles. Oh my god. Shingles. That's a whole different thing. I had shingles, and you can see I have a scar. Maybe you can't see it with the light. But I have a scar here from the shingles. I used to suffer from them a bit. So let's have a look. Shingles. It's not shingles. These are we're looking at these red marks here. What are they? What are they? I do see a few correct answers. We have Government of Wakanda and Ebru. Rishu is in, and we have varicose veins. Yes, varicose veins. So they can start off as something quite minuscule. They can be quite serious. You can get them removed. I think my father had his removed. So yeah, varicose veins. Not so pretty. Okay, so we have an interesting one here. This one is called something in American English, and it's also called something in British English. So what would you call this? Do you know the American English? Do you know the British English or the Irish English? Or do you know both? Oh, Cornell is in very quick. So Cornell has the... Oh, Sarah, you're very close. Maybe just check your spelling there. You're very, very close. So Cornell is in with the British English. Hairpin bends in a race. I'm not sure what that means. A hairpin. Zalingo says hi, hello to you. A bobby pin, that's the other one. So a hairpin in British English, or we would say the same thing, or hair clip maybe, but a hairpin in British English. And then in American English, it's called a bobby pin. Yeah, Sarah, perfect. Yeah. So Ebru, Sarah, bobby pin. Perfect. Well done. Just these little differences. I mean, if you only learn bobby pin, a hairpin, and someone said, "Give me a bobby pin," like, what the hell is that? You know. So I think we had this word a week or two ago. What are these lovely little dots on this person's face? What do we call these little brown spots? I have a few, depending on the time of year. Maybe on my arm, you'll see many a freckle. Oh, I just gave the word away. There, it happens once per class. I'll give the word away. A racetrack is sometimes designed like this hairpin. Oh, like a hairpin, yes. A bend in the race. Sorry, I understand. A hairpin bend when it's a very tight bend in the race for the drivers to drive around. Gingers have them. Yeah, I'm almost ginger. I'm brown here, and my beard is quite gingy. But yeah, freckles. They are freckles indeed. Freckles, freckles, freckles. Cornell, Sarah, Karan, Rishu, Sai. And Cornell, you like a redhead woman. There you go. And this lady is quite attractive, although she looks quite AI, I think. Speckles or freckles? Freckles, definitely. Speckles, we would talk about animals having more speckles, like a bird would have, we wouldn't, if they had little dots of color, they'd be speckled, you know. We wouldn't really say a person is speckled, a thing would be speckled. So, yeah, like an ornament could be speckled in gold, but these are freckles, If you wanted to be poetic, you could say she's speckled and freckled, but yeah, you could. You could maybe. Good to know. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What am I thinking of here? Okay. So, you have two examples on screen. What is this? What is this eye problem that is persistently driving me crazy? What is the what is the name of my problem? So much network issue today. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm sorry about the sound as well. The battery is just not charging. Good to know. Is the word ginger a bit offensive to use, or is it okay? It's okay. Um, no, it's okay. Someone is ginger, they're ginger. It depends on the context. Like if you say, "Oh, he's an effing ginger," then you're making it a mockery. But if you say, "Oh, he's a ginger guy," it depends. Maybe you just need to be more careful. A better way to maybe to say it is to say a redhead. You know, yeah, a redhead. I would say is probably or strawberry blonde. You could say someone is ginger. Yeah, like I mean, they are what they are, aren't they? It depends on the person, maybe. Okay, so Ebru, Cornell, Karan, Rishu is saying a sty. Yes, exactly. And this is my problem: is I have a sty in my eye, and yeah, perfect. And you all spelt it perfectly. Bee sting. Um, yeah, avoid to use it. Maybe redhead is better. Ronald Weasley is a ginger. Yeah. A bee sting. It could be a bee sting. It could definitely, but it does look like it looks like mine. Yeah. So, how is the sound, guys? Is the sound okay or is it not very good? Let me know because the battery really didn't go well today. Let's just see. I think I missed a few. Ginger is cute. Yeah, some people really like gingers. In Ireland, we have the highest concentration of ginger. It's good here. Got used to the sound. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, let's try this one. So, someone mentioned this earlier. What is this situation? What's happening here? Sound is good. Okay. I'm surprised. I thought when I send people like a WhatsApp video, people always say the sound is awful. So sunburn, yeah, perfect. Krunal, Sai, Aurora, Sarah, you're all in with sunburn. I thought it was only in your cats. I don't know. Oh, ginger cats? Is that what you're talking about? Sunburn, sound not very good, but we can cope. Thank you, Great Galaxy. Your sound is clear, but there is noise in the background. Really? Maybe it's the if it's a bit crackly. Maybe I think because I'm charging the phone, I really have to get a new phone. Ebru is saying sunburn as well. Ali Veg, hello to you. Yes, ginger cats. Yeah, we have there's ginger cats, isn't there? Here we call a sty and Anjana. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I say ginger cute because of the cat. Oh yeah, Garfield the cat. Is that it? Sunburn. Yeah, very good. I'm getting your voice clearly. Very good. A Texan person. Very okay. Let's just see. I have a few more slides that we can go through. What's this one? Okay, so what's happening to the skin here? What's happening? I'm gonna pull it off. Sometimes very satisfying. This happens after sunburn, doesn't it? What is going on here with the skin? Spooky vibes. Okay. It is a bit spooky, I suppose. It's a bit creepy. Peeling. Yes, exactly. It's peeling off. Perfect. Kunal, Sai, Ebro. Dryness. Yeah, this could be a sign that your skin is really dry. But we would generally say when it's this situation, you can actually take it off quite satisfyingly. It's peeling. Your skin is peeling off. Skin peel. Yeah, perfect. It looks like dried skin due to weather, possibly. Yeah, dry skin. I mean, if you have sunburn, you're going to have dry skin afterwards, isn't it? Chris Jensen, hello to you. Thank you for joining. So, yeah, we have peeling skin here. So, let's go back to our body odor discussion that we had earlier. So, this is a deodorant. Okay, I know it's a deodorant, but what type of deodorant is it? Like, it's a specific type that we do a certain motion with. So if I said to you, I want this type, what's the type I would say to you that I want? Steph Koner, hello to you. Thanks for joining. So jump into the chat and let me know what you think. So Bright Breeze, yeah, Aurora, it's deodorant, but what type of deodorant is it? So we have Ebru, Cornell, Rishu is in, Sarah, a roll-on, yeah, or a roller, yeah, an antiperspirant. Gascom, hi Gascom, welcome to the chat. So I would say this is a roll-on deodorant. You roll it on to your under your stick. A deodorant stick. So a deodorant stick is more like the soap. You know, that kind of soap that you push up. That's the stick that you do that to. But this is a roll-on. It's like a pen, you know, like a ballpoint pen at the end. So this is a roll-on, and then when you have the soap that you kind of push up, that's a deodorant stick. Okay, the stick is more common in like USA. In Ireland, you wouldn't have that many sticks here or roll-ons. It's more spray. People spray more here, I think. Yeah. So peeling, yeah, peeling was for our last one. So there we go. It's not good, to be honest. Maybe that's a little bit of delay. This is aluminium, makes your skin white, powdery. Yeah, unfortunately, the one I use does have aluminium in it, but to be honest, it just works so well, and I've used it the same one since I was like 18. So I don't know if I can change. I do know it has aluminium in it though. So yeah. Okay, let's see what else we have. So we also have this. What is... Ugh, I have to get out of the way. What's this one? What's this called? It's also the name of an animal. I believe natural. Yeah, natural is always best, isn't it? But I think I've just used this deodorant for so long, I think I'll be using it for life. I'll probably turn into aluminium. Okay, so we have Rishu, Krunal, Aurora, Sarah. Definitely we have some people that are a little bit lagging, I think, in the chat. Anno07 Rack, if you're listening now, I think you're a little bit behind, but that's the lagging issue. We're definitely having some network issues today, guys. So the correct answer, Great Galaxy, is also in with mole. This is a mole, sometimes a problem, sometimes they're okay. You need to get them checked by your doctor. Aurora, you've replaced deodorant with allium stone. Best effective. Very good. Always good to go for a natural option. But with this word, we have mole. Also, that little animal that burrows under the ground. Maybe they're a bit of trouble for gardeners. You know, they kind of go like that. They're little moles. They're blind little animals. Mole is a spy. Oh, yeah, they're really cute as well, aren't they? So let's see what else. Have I done everything? We've done sideburns. And what's going on here? We had someone say the word earlier. What is going on here? What's the situation? Aluminium doesn't help with body odor. I think it's the type that I use is just, it's kind of powdery, so I kind of like it. It's dying, yeah. So it's it's helped me though. Good to know. Okay, so dyeing. Yeah, we're dyeing the hair, aren't we? It's hair dye, hair dye. Yes, exactly. Aurora, Sarah, Rishu, Karan, Galaxy, and Kunal. Dyeing the hair. We're changing the color of the hair. It is hair dye. So we did pores, we did blackheads, we did our scrunchie. I'm just running through everything. We did lice. We did hairspray or dry shampoo. What is this one? What do we call this product? I put the nails here in case you thought it was for a lip. But what is this product called? Let me know in the chat. Okay, nail. Okay. So we have a few different, we've kind of two ones going through: nail polish or nail paint. Nail paint, so Kunal, Sai, Sarah, the Great Galaxy are all in with polish. And then Karan, Ritu, Aurora are in with paint. So I'm going to go with what I call it, okay? Love the emojis. Thank you, Kunal. This is nail polish. Okay. Yeah, we could say I'm gonna paint my nails, but we paint our nails with nail polish. Okay, we don't call it nail paint. The verb is to paint. The verb, but the noun, this is called nail polish. Okay, an older version, an old word we would maybe use here in Ireland or the UK would be nail varnish, but this is nail polish. Okay. Very good. So let's see what do we have next. We did spot. We did that one. Okay. So an easy one. What are these called? I got very bushy big ones. What are these called? This is an easy one, isn't it? Yes. 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 So yes, they're brows, eyebrows. Perfect. Yeah, really good. A whole industry of themselves, aren't they? What's this called? What does she have on her face? What's this called? We're doing fire round. We're going to finish up. Eyebrows. Yep, Sai, well done. So we have Karan, Cornell, Rishu, Aurora, do you want one? A facial. Yeah, we could call this part of a facial. A facial is kind of a routine where you do several things to the face and the skin. A face pack, yeah, face pack could be a word we would use here, definitely. Makeup, she does have makeup on. I don't know why she has a face mask and makeup on, but this is a face mask, a beauty face mask. Karan, Cornell, Irishu, Sarah. It's not a face mask. I would call it a face mask. I would. A face pack. Face pack, I would call like the Korean ones that you lay on, like they're just one material. But I would call this a face mask. Okay, even if it's the material, you're putting it on, the liquid, it's a face mask. Face masks contain tissue. I think I would call a face pack the one that contains the tissue. We also have face masks that we all wore in COVID. I mean, that's also a face mask. But this is called like a beauty face mask. Entertainment. Hello to you. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. We're just finishing up our quiz, actually. I'm just running through, make sure that we've done everything. It's very good to see you again. You too. A sheet mask, the tissue one. I guess it's a face pack. Well, you call it whatever you want. Some people in different families call things differently. Face mask has something to do with plastic tissue. Face mask from COVID, what we all wore in COVID, that's a face mask. But a face mask is, in this way, we would call this a face mask. We would. Hey, your micro is having interference. Sorry about the interference. Yeah, a sheet mask. Molds are black. Great. I think Anno is still in the past, I'm afraid. And I think we've done everything, guys. Oh, this one. What do we call this one? Very good. Is it a particular type, though, isn't it, Sarah? What else could you say? So, Great Galaxy, very good. Yeah, we use that to shave, don't we, Emil? So, but what is it called? Shave is the verb, but what would we call it as a noun? Great Galaxy, you're in. Very good answer. So, Sarah was in razor, which is correct. A little bit more information, which we would kind of need with this, is it's an electric razor from Great Galaxy. Very good. A trimmer, yes. A trimmer is more for the hair, or for the beard maybe. And Emil has said shave, so we would use the electric razor to shave. In face pack, there is more face mask. In face pack, there is more face mask. Like in a face pack, you will have the material and the liquid, An electric shaver from Great Galaxy, yeah, perfect. That's another perfectly acceptable term for that as well. Electric shaver, electric razor, electric trimmer at a stretch. You know, a trimmer, we would say more for the hair or for the beard, maybe. And we would use it to shave. So, yeah, great. So, guys, that's it for today. I do apologize about the sound issues. I had the the busier my day goes, the harder it is for me to get my phone charged before the live. And from 3 o'clock, I have a general rule that from 3 o'clock I have to charge my phone, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I do apologize for the sound issues today, and the network issues. Yeah, we had terrible trouble with our live today. But thank you so much. I'm going to continue doing my eye. And just before I go, I need a topic for tomorrow's vocabulary quiz. Yesterday we did art. Today we did personal hygiene and your skin. What would you like me to do tomorrow? Any ideas? Give me a few ideas and we will see. No, no worries at all. Thank you so much, Great Galaxy. I thought you were American. No, I'm Irish. Irish, the Irish heart here. It's always lovely to be here. I'm glad, Ritu. It's always lovely to have you here too. So, yeah, we're at 5:30 here in Dublin. Business related, if possible. Sure, let's do business tomorrow. So, business vocabulary for tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what areas of business I can surprise and delight you with tomorrow. When are we going to have a grammar session? So I think we can have a grammar session. I did have one planned for Tuesday. I was going to cover 4 different tenses, and I had some questions. So that material didn't work out because I had technical issues with the live. So I'll do that on Sunday. We'll do some grammar, and then we'll go into a kind of classic vocabulary quiz. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll do business, and yeah, tonight I'm going to relax. Oh, I wanted to show you all, if you want, just to see a little bit of the work that I do. There we go. Sorry. Okay. So some of you will know, I do branding and I create products, and I do marketing and I work for other companies and things. So I think I showed you last week or two about kind of some of the products I work on. Don't enjoy grammar so much, Jer, do you? No. I really don't like grammar. Just because it's just not my cup of tea, really, but I will do grammar. I will do grammar, I promise. Thank you. Well spotted, Redo. Well spotted. If you look at my channel, there's very little grammar. Okay. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome, Emil. Thank you so much. So, one of my new products, which I launched yesterday on Instagram, like teacher, like students, gotcha. Yeah, exactly. So, this is my new product. It is called K-Pop Ireland on Instagram. If you want to check it out and give me a follow, I'd really appreciate it. This is the handle. Oh, maybe spelled it wrong. So basically, myself and my cousin, my cousin has like a business where she does merch and things like that. Where you can see more of the stuff down here. These are some of the posts that I've done, and I've been doing some of the merchandise. I've created all of the social media stuff. So if you want to have a look at a little bit behind the scenes, this just launched, so there's only like 4 posts, but you'll kind of see the work that I do outside of YouTube if you're interested. And we also have, this is kind of the vibe of K-pop that I'm doing. It's our brand. So this is Berry, this is Cherry, and they are part of our K-pop merchandise and branding and all of that. I'm not telling you this because I want you to buy anything. I don't expect anyone. We only ship in Ireland anyway. But it's just to show you a little bit of behind the scenes of what I do. So I've designed, if you go onto the page, everything that you see is my creation. The products, the social media, the characters, everything is me. I'm quite proud of it. And yeah, and when you start to look into K-pop, it's huge. It's an absolutely huge. And these products are kind of aimed towards 5, 6, 7, 8 year olds. So that's the kind of product range that we're doing. So just thought I'd give you a little bit of, before we do business tomorrow, I thought I'd show you some of my business. So there we go. So thank you so much, everybody. So thank you so much for putting up with the sound issues. I promise tomorrow I'm home all day, I think. I hope. And I will be fully charged tomorrow. Thank you, Ritu. Thank you, Aurora. So thank you all so much. And yeah, business vocabulary tomorrow might be quite challenging. Might be more challenging than you expect. And maybe some unexpected fields of business that we can go into and talk about. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So have a fantastic Thursday. Thank you all so much for joining and being part of the community. It means so much. How's the Halloween? Halloween was quiet because I was sick with my eye. I was in bed the whole weekend with my eye. So Halloween didn't happen. Thanks so much, Jerry. You're very welcome, Ritu. Tomorrow, better sound, more energy in the camera. I think I had good energy today. I don't know. And yeah, check out K-Pop Ireland, my new brand on Instagram. I'd love a follow. I think we only have about 10 followers so far. It's just starting, and it'll give you a little peek behind the curtain as to what's happening. So K-Pop Ireland. K-pop is taking up about 25% of my time at the moment, so there we go. Okay, enough chatting. I could sit here and chat all day. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.